Today, we're diving into something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and that's helping you set yourself up for financial success. Over the years, I've learned a lot about building wealth, and I've realized that it all boils down to a few key principles. These principles are the foundation of everything I do, and they've helped me achieve a level of financial security that I never thought possible. So, in this video I'm going to share those principles with you. We're going to break down the steps you can take to unlock your financial freedom, starting today. So buckle up, grab a notebook, and let's get started. The first thing you need to know is that you already have access to everything you need to build wealth. In today's digital world, all the knowledge you need is just a Google search away. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up your knowledge, there's no excuse not to educate yourself. You can find beginner guides, step-by-step tutorials, and expert advice on every platform imaginable and about every topic that relates to wealth building. Think about it. You can learn how to invest in the stock market, start a side hustle, or even manage your money like a pro, all from the comfort of your own home. And the best part? Most of this information is completely free. So, if you're serious about taking control of your finances, the first step is to start consuming as much information as you can. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, immerse yourself in the world of personal finance. One of the biggest myths out there is that you need a lot of money to start building wealth. But the truth is, you can get started with absolutely nothing but an internet connection. There are countless free resources available online that can teach you everything you need to know about personal finance. From budgeting apps to investment simulators, you can find tools that will help you at every stage of your financial journey. And don't underestimate the power of community. There are tons of online forums and social media groups dedicated to personal finance, where you can connect with like-minded individuals, ask questions, and get support. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. There's a whole community of people out there who are on the same journey as you, and they're eager to help. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Information overload. It's easy to get overwhelmed with the sheer amount of information out there. But here's the key. You don't need to know everything. Start by focusing on the basics: budgeting, saving, and investing. Once you have a solid understanding of these fundamentals, you can start exploring more advanced topics. The most important thing is to take action. Don't just consume information, apply it. Start implementing what you're learning, even if it's just small steps at first. Remember, knowledge is power, but only if you use it. So go out there, start learning, and take control of your financial future. This next lesson is critical. Time is one of your most valuable assets, and yet most of us waste it on activities that don't align with our financial goals. This means the majority of what you're doing isn't giving you the results you want. Think about it. How much time do you spend each day working at a job that might not be fulfilling just to make ends meet? How much time do you spend commuting, running errands, or doing things that you don't enjoy? Now imagine if you could reclaim that time and invest it in activities that actually move you closer to your financial goals. That's the power of buying back your time. It's about identifying the tasks in your life that you can automate, delegate, or eliminate altogether. It's about finding ways to work smarter, not harder, so you can free up more time to focus on what truly matters. Remember, time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone forever. So make the most of it while you can. So, how do you actually buy back your time? It starts with being intentional about how you spend your days. Track your time for a week and see where it's going. You might be surprised by how much time you're wasting on activities that don't serve you. Once you have a clear understanding of your time usage, you can start looking for ways to optimize it. Can you automate any of your tasks with technology? Can you delegate any responsibilities to others? Can you eliminate any unnecessary activities from your schedule? By making small changes to your daily routine, you can free up a significant amount of time that you can then invest in activities that will help you build wealth and achieve your financial goals. Alright, let's dive into lesson number 3, which is all about understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. This is absolutely crucial because it's the foundation of building wealth. You see, most people think they understand this concept, but they really don't. They get caught up in what I like to call fake assets. An asset, my friends, is something that puts money in your pocket. It's your money working for you, even while you sleep. Think about it. Rental properties that generate passive income, a growing stock portfolio, or even a successful business that generates profits. These are all assets that are working hard for you 24/7. Now, a liability? That's the opposite. It takes money out of your pocket, eats away at your income, and quite frankly, holds you back from achieving financial freedom. That brand new car you financed? Yeah, that's a liability. That expensive watch you just had to have? Also a liability. The problem is, we live in a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages that tell us to buy, buy, buy. We're told that these material possessions equal success and happiness, but that's simply not the case. In reality, they're often liabilities disguised as assets. Remember, true wealth isn't about looking rich, it's about building a solid financial foundation. One of the biggest traps people fall into is trying to keep up with the Joneses. They see their neighbors with a fancy new car, the latest gadgets and designer clothes, and they feel the pressure to keep up. But here's the thing, the Joneses are probably in debt. They might look wealthy on the surface, but behind those shiny new toys is often a mountain of debt. And here's the kicker, that debt, it's costing them a fortune in interest. That's money they could be investing, saving for their future, or using to pursue their passions. But instead, they're stuck in the rat race, working to pay off debt that's holding them back from achieving their financial goals. The truth is, you don't need to impress anyone. Focus on your own financial journey and tune out the noise. Don't let society dictate your spending habits or your definition of success. Remember, true wealth is about financial freedom, not about flashing your cash. It's about having options and making choices that align with your values, not someone else's. Don't fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. It's a recipe for financial disaster. Instead, focus on building a solid financial foundation by acquiring assets and minimizing liabilities. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. Now, I'm not saying that all liabilities are bad. In fact, some liabilities can actually be used to acquire assets. Let me give you an example. Taking out a mortgage to buy a rental property. Yes, a mortgage is a liability because it represents debt. However, if that property generates enough rental income to cover the mortgage payments and put money in your pocket every month, it becomes an asset. The key is to be strategic about your liabilities and make sure they're working towards your financial goals. Don't be afraid to use debt strategically, but always have a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more you understand about assets and liabilities, the better equipped you'll be to make informed financial decisions. So, how do you turn things around? Start by tracking your spending and identifying areas where you can cut back. That daily latte might seem insignificant, but it adds up over time. Then, create a budget that prioritizes saving and investing. Even if you can only afford to invest a small amount each month, it will add up over time thanks to the power of compound interest. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint, and it all starts with understanding the fundamental difference between assets and liabilities. Lesson 4 is a big one, guys. It's all about rewiring your mindset about money. You see, a lot of us walk around with these limiting beliefs about money that we've picked up over the years. We hear things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are just born lucky, and we start to internalize these ideas. But here's the thing, those beliefs are often holding us back. They're like invisible scripts that are dictating our financial reality. The truth is, your mindset is everything when it comes to money. If you believe you're stuck in a cycle of debt or that financial freedom is out of reach, then guess what? You're probably right. But the good news is, you can change those beliefs. It starts by becoming aware of the negative self-talk and challenging those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or where did I learn this belief? Chances are you'll find that many of these beliefs are based on fear, misinformation, or outdated ideas. Once you start to identify and challenge those limiting beliefs, you can start to replace them with more empowering ones. Remember, your thoughts create your reality. So, if you want to achieve financial freedom, you need to start by believing it's possible. One of the most powerful things you can do is to cultivate a growth mindset. This means believing that your financial situation isn't fixed, and that you have the power to change it. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Think about it this way. Every financial mistake you make, every time you overspend or miss a savings goal, it's not a failure. It's a chance to learn a valuable lesson. It's an opportunity to adjust your approach and get better at managing your money. Remember, achieving financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps along the way, but it's important to stay focused on your goals and keep learning and growing. The more you learn about personal finance, the more confident you'll become in your ability to make smart decisions. And don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. There are countless resources available, from financial advisors to online communities, that can provide guidance and support. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Here's the bottom line. You have more control over your financial situation than you think. It starts with taking ownership of your money and making conscious choices that align with your goals. Instead of letting your money control you, you can learn to control your money. It's about making small, consistent changes over time. It's about developing healthy financial habits that will serve you well for years to come. Remember, financial freedom is not about being rich, it's about having choices and options. It's about having the financial security to pursue your passions, take care of your loved ones, and live life on your own terms. And that, my friends, is something worth striving for. So start rewiring your mindset today, and watch as you unlock a world of financial possibilities. Now let's talk about the final and arguably the most important lesson: financial discipline. This is where the rubber meets the road, where all the knowledge and mindset shifts we've talked about translate into real-world results. You see, knowing what to do is one thing, but actually doing it consistently, that's where the magic happens. Financial discipline is all about making conscious choices with your money, even when it's not easy. It's about resisting the temptation to overspend, even when everyone around you seems to be doing it. It's about sticking to your budget, even when unexpected expenses pop up. Think of it like working out. You know that exercising regularly and eating healthy is good for you, but it takes discipline to stick to a routine, especially when you'd rather be on the couch watching Netflix. But the results are worth it, right? You feel better, you look better, and you have more energy. The same goes for your finances. Building financial discipline might require some sacrifices in the short term, but the long-term rewards are well worth it. You'll have less financial stress, more peace of mind, and ultimately, more freedom to live the life you want. One of the biggest challenges to financial discipline is the allure of instant gratification. We live in a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to buy now, pay later, and that we deserve to treat ourselves. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of wanting it now and worrying about the consequences later. But here's the thing. Delaying gratification is one of the most powerful skills you can develop when it comes to building wealth. It's about understanding that the short-term pleasure of buying something new often pales in comparison to the long-term satisfaction of achieving your financial goals. Think about it this way. Would you rather have a fancy new car payment hanging over your head every month, or would you rather be financially secure enough to retire early and pursue your passions? Would you rather splurge on a luxurious vacation now, or would you rather invest that money and watch it grow exponentially over time? Delaying gratification isn't about depriving yourself, it's about making conscious choices that align with your long-term goals. It's about understanding that the real reward comes from building a secure and fulfilling future. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making consistent, sustainable changes to your financial habits that will serve you well over the long haul. It's about automating your savings, paying yourself first, and making sure your money is working as hard for you as you work for it. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Building wealth takes time, patience, and a whole lot of discipline. But trust me, the rewards are well worth the effort. Remember, financial discipline is a muscle that gets stronger with practice. The more you exercise it, the easier it becomes to make smart financial decisions and resist impulsive spending. So, start small, stay consistent, and watch as your financial future transforms before your very eyes. To wrap things up, here's what we covered today. You already have all the tools you need to increase your financial literacy and build wealth. Time is money, so buy back your time by limiting distractions. Understand assets versus liabilities. Minimize liabilities and focus on increasing assets. Rewire your mindset by challenging your old financial beliefs and adopting a growth mindset. Develop financial discipline to save, invest, and stay consistent with your financial goals. If you found these lessons helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these tips. Financial confidence is the gateway to financial freedom, and I want to help you get there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's build wealth together.